Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.
What's good, Pony fan? It's Micro Series Comic Review time. The star of this issue is AppleJack and the Apple family. If you want to avoid spoilers, I'll tell you my opinion right now. This is kind of well-trodden ground as far as AppleJack stories go, but if you're a fan of ponies, and AppleJack in particular, I think you'll like this issue. Go ahead and give it a read. And spoilers begin now. Our story begins, oddly enough, on Heart's Warming Eve. Yeah, that makes sense. Have a winter story in the middle of July.
Since Heart's Warming Eve is the celebration of Equestria's founding, releasing the comic in July kinda makes sense, as that's when the U.S. celebrates its independence.
What? Huh?
What a say.
Well, Sergeant, you've done the impossible, rendering the private speechless.
Private, review, now.
Moving, Sergeant. Well, like I said, it's Heart's Warming Eve, and the Apples have an unexpected guest. A mysterious interloper has been swapping Sweet Apple Acres' trademark fruit with gourds. Granny Smith puts on her paranormal investigator hat and points out the culprit as Sasquatch, a mysterious resident of the Everfree Forest. Just as the Apple family is about to pull together and capture the critter, AppleJack puts her hoof down and starts the hunt for him herself. After achieving the same success rate as Wile E. Coyote's super genius, AJ finally breaks down and brings in the troops. The plan is for Granny to scare Sasquatch out of the woods while Big Mac catches him in a net. And then the plan actually works. I'm as surprised as anyone. But then it's revealed that it was actually Granny Smith wearing a Sasquatch costume the whole time.
And she would have gotten away with it too, if not for those meddling ponies.
Yeah, apparently she did it to promote family togetherness or something. Then, during AJ's letter to Princess Celestia, she comes across a photo of Granny Smith in her younger days with Sasquatch. These comics are definitely getting better. Most of the time on the show, AppleJack is a supporting character. This is because she's the most stable of the main six, without drama, phobias, or psychoses. Unfortunately, the writers don't really know what to do with her, so they just repeat the events of Applebuck season ad nauseum. That being said, this comic is still a lot of fun. This is mostly from the nifty mystery surrounding Sasquatch, and the always excellent supporting cast of the Apple family. Big Mac is his usual monosyllabic self.
You know, Private, you could learn a thing or two from that pony.
Well, Granny Smith is feisty as always, and Apple Bloom, well, she quotes the Insane Clown Posse.
Magnets! How the do they work?
The increasingly cartoony efforts of AJ to capture Sasquatch are another entertaining moment. They even try and work in a musical number.
But since this is a comic book, it's a complete waste of ink.
But still, good effort, I guess. I also really dig the way they try and end these micro-series comics with the traditional letter to Princess Celestia. Now let's look at the good and the bad in the Applejack micro-series and get our final score. In the good column, the character interaction between the apples is cool as always, and AJ's frustration at being consistently outfoxed was funny. Also,
magnets! How the do they work?
In the not-so-good camp, there's just no way around the fact that this is the same old AJ is stubborn story over again. Then there's the good effort but honestly what were you thinking song number. But this comic is still a rootin' tootin' good time, so I give the Applejack Micro Series 3.5 out of 5. Thanks for watching, I'm the Stupid Private.
That's all, folks.